And welcome to the week roundup. I'm with Tommy Lippo Lipson. How are you, Tommy?
Good, thanks, Darcy.
Goal kicking machine from North Haven, of course. So he's come off the interchange bench for Wayne Knowles and Tommy Javor. So welcome.
Get well soon, boys.
Indeed, indeed. So we just start off with the Para Hills PAC. That wasn't a game on the weekend. So PAC, as everyone knows, is pulled out of Div 7 and Div 7 reserves. They're in C3 now. So apparently now the Para Hills, Lippo, not sure if you know, have won by 109 points. Now how Amateur League come up with 109 points, I have no idea, but 109 points it is, and I think how's back with their percentage?
I'll take it.
Exactly. It used to be 10 goals easy, but everyone knew that, but for some reason. But we'll go on to the first game. So the first game was a good win there to the North Pines. It was North Pines 17-2, so magnificent kicking there by North Pines. 104 to Central United 15-30 and 103. So just a solitary point there. So as we can see, Lippo, that the 13 points obviously killed Central United.
Yeah, you've got to be kicking better than that for sure. Looks like it cost them big time. So Central United, we've got the goal kickers. We've got Shaw with 7, May with 2, Waite, Heron, McMillan, Wool singles, and no best players. So I'll say Shaw probably best on ground there with 7 goals.
That's it. So there's a goal kicking shootout we've seen in the awards. So obviously with Shaw with 7. So with North Pines we've got Richards with 5, Wangening with 3, and there's individuals to about 7 or 8 other players. So a good spread of goal kickers there. The best player was Pinky, is it? Yeah. Pinky, yeah, Brockman and Dawson, Tassel, Buckskin and Young. So
Richard's a bit stiff not to get in the best with 5 goals, but you think must have been all cheapies.
That's it. But Central United still without the win. And then we've got that puts North Pines into where are they now? Into the 5. It is. Yeah. Is it? I can't see it. So, okay. Oh yeah, just out of the 5 in the 6. So no, very good win there to North Pines. Just a solid point. Great goal kicking there, which obviously got them in the game. So over to you for this the next game.
Alright, we've got Adelaide Lutheran who had a good win over Tea Tree Gully. We've got 12 goals, 15, 87 to 6, 42. So pretty comfortable win there for the Bulldogs. Adelaide Lutheran, we've got Borges with 4, Schofield with 2, Stolzno with 2, a couple of other singles there. Zubrich, best on ground, Hawthorn, Babolka, Hickey and Richter rounding out the best.
And just for Teacher Gully, we've got Coates with 2, and Doyle, Watson, Daniels and Noski, I think it is. Just individual goal scorers there. Best players, Ford, Golding, Howard, Nolan and Daniels. So I think probably Adelaide Lutheran, pretty easy, good win there by them. And that puts
starting to find their feet a little bit after a couple of disappointing years, so good to see them back up and about a little bit. Yeah,
they're 3rd now, so and they've only just lost the 1 game, so a good win there. Over to, we go to St Paul's. So we've got St Paul's, they were good winners there, so a couple of years back in the Amateur League when they changed their name, but we've got St Paul's with 13-15, 93, so probably a bit of a poor kick, but still got them over the line with 15 points. To Flinders University, 13-6, 84, so St Paul's we've got...
we've got Smeek with 5, Nazaruddin with 3, Lozano and came back with a single, a couple other singles there as well. Came back best on ground, Maltesesta, Malatesta, I reckon it is. Smeek, Nazaruddin and Kapania.
Oh, you're doing better than I am. The boys nail me for names they say, and they see a bad name, they say, right over you, Darcy, and they just nail me and I get stuck every week.
Sorry boys if I said that wrong.
Obviously Hoses laughs because he knows I get stuck, but no, very good. And then obviously Flinders University, we've got Chess with 7, so that's a bag 7 out of the 13 goals, so well done Chesson. There's Matthews with 2, Spence with 2 and Andrews with 2, and then Chess with 7 goals, best on ground. Smith, Yamda and Ashley. So good win there, probably no surprise there. St Paul's now, they're still both out of the 5, but from the University, they've got struggle this year I think, but St Paul's, they win another couple of straight in the 5. So head off to Adelaide Uni now. Takes a while this laptop to over. So
we've got Mitchell Park who had a reasonably comfortable win over Adelaide Uni, so it's 9-6, 60 to 5, 11-41, so some bad kicking there from both. From Adelaide Uni probably cost them there in the end, but anyway, well done to Mitchell Park. Adelaide Uni, we've got Robinson with 2 goals. I'm not even going to try and say that last name. Ireland and Francis both got singles. We've got Jamison, Francis, Dart, War in the best players. So.
And for Mitchell Park, we've got Pike with 2, Denept with 2, Hyde, Miller, Bampton and Marudi and Walzak. All individual players with Hyde, Brampton, Morris, Ellington, Hartman and Clark in the best players. Mate, that's Wayne Knowles, obviously part of the panel here. He'd be very happy at the moment. They haven't lost a game yet, so they're sitting perfectly 6-0 on top. So I reckon
very happy man.
Pretty happy. He gets a bit of the cold he pulls out of things like this. So get well with it, the Manfully mates. And that's all for the game. So we have a look at this week's fixture. Usually we've got something up, which we might. I think Hosie's trying to find it, but we'll head to up at North Pines and Mate, taking on Adelaide University. So we've got North Pines are just out with Adelaide University. They're sitting.
Both teams will be pretty keen to get a win there.
Although they're 5th and 6th, so they're 4 and 2. So. They're pretty even at the moment, so gee, it's going to be a great game out at North Pines. Look, only because it's out there on
maybe give North Pines a go there just because it's at home, I reckon.
Yeah. Then we've got Teacher Gully out at Teacher Gully versus PAC, which is a bye. Sorry, I did that. So 109 points. So
109,
take away the 10 goals. We don't know 109 how they come up with that. So now we've got Mitchell Park, who haven't lost the game, versus Adelaide Lutheran, who was sitting they're 3rd at the moment. So it's probably not a bad game. Look, I'm going for Mitchell Park. I think without the loss at the moment, and although they're doing well, I don't think they're going to have their win over the top side.
Yeah, agreed. Mitchell Park.
We've got St Paul's and Central United. So Central United still without a win versus St Paul's, who are just out of the 5. They're 7th. So I think at St Paul's, I think they're just probably a little bit high at the moment on the winner's circle. So St Paul's for me.
Yep, St Paul's.
And we've got Parra Hills and Flinders University. So Parra Hills coming back. Obviously, they had that big close-up last year. They didn't play last year. So they come back with a vengeance in Division 7. So they're sitting 2nd with Flinders University, probably struggling at the moment with 8th. So look, I'm going for Parra Hills out there. They're pretty hard to beat on there.
They'll have a good win out there, I think, at the paddocks.
So we'll look at the ladder. We've got Mitchell Park, Parra Hills, Adelaide Lutheran, Teacher Gully and Adelaide Uni that make up the 5. But just obviously out of the 5 with the 2 wins as well, the 4 wins, sorry, is North Pines and St Paul's, with Flinders University Centre and PAC without, obviously they're forfeits, they're going to finish last, or they're now in C3, but that makes up the same. With 6 wins, it's probably start to see things happening in all the ladders. So yeah, that's it for this week, and we'll see you next week.